Welcome back to PW. And today was not a slow day. Today, we marshalled for war. You see, the House of Brackwald came on and took over Praven, and we hadn't seen Brack come on really since the dust up near Harcombe the other day. So we only saw fit to send them a welcoming wagon. We marshalled our forces and found that we had an inordinate amount of people. Jesus Christ. I attached myself to the infantry, seeing as how my Saunter horse was shit and couldn't keep up with the cavalry. Most clans in PW are exploring new ways to attack castles, with the discovery of long axes using ladders is now basically redundant. So we opted to take the back door into Praven. We managed to give a Mastersmith a lockpick and we were able to pick the lock on Praven docks, and it didn't take very long to get in. And I'll be honest with you, the whole affair seemed very familiar. Well, the actions may be different, but the feelings are the same. Underhand and slimy. So just like that, we got inside the walls. We gazed up the ramp at Praven that leads up to the keep, which in turn has the capture point at the top. And against suggestions from the High Lords to take the back road, Lord Tywin opted for the frontal assault. We charged up the ramp into the unknown, and with the Brack banners staring back at us defiantly, we were greeted by heavy crossbow and archer resistance. But with our weight of numbers and persistence, we pushed forward. I myself reached an area of relative safety beneath their ramparts and began healing my fellow soldiers, but when orders were given for everyone to charge, I realised I was not exempt and charged with them. I found that my skills as a doctor didn't make me useful in battle, but I did my best to heal people on the go. Despite valiant resistance from Brack, they were unable to hold back our sheer weight of numbers, and eventually they crumbled and fell and surrendered their armour to us. Haha, lol. Peacetime. Lol, nope. Not content with defeating Brackwald in Praven, we turned our attentions to Lorraine, who had set up their base in Fjorgenhold. I once again attached myself to the infantry, and this time we functioned as two separate divisions. The cavalry were sent to distract the Lorraine men in front of the castle, while the infantry were going to take the road up to the right. It was going to be a slick operation, hopefully. After the gate went down, we were greeted by a large force of fuck all. Except for this one guy here, I don't know what he was doing up here. I ran for the gate because I thought, as an infantryman, I was supposed to get the gate open for the cavalry, and apparently I was, but I was the only one who actually took it upon himself to do it. So I was attacked by somebody who was much better equipped for fighting. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a soldier. And he would have got me if it hadn't been for Roland, God bless you. But he jumped off the wall for some reason. Abuse! Animal abuse! And soon Fjorgen fell as well, because they had 20 men and we had about 65. I mean, there was never any contest, really. I'm not going to make it out like it was some sort of conquest. It wasn't. So yeah, that ended, and then I inserted a novelty arrow into the head of my horse. At least I hope it's novelty, because if it's not, then it's animal abuse! Well, now we can just kick back and relax since it's peacetime. The men formed up in Nordheim for another war, this time against House Tyrell, who controlled Helheimhold. I don't think I've ever attacked Helheimhold, mostly because it's not a very good castle and nobody wants to own it, but regardless. I made blessings to all the soldiers, taking my new role as the High Septon very seriously. I bless you, I bless you. May the warrior go with you and give your enemies poor internet connections. Amen. Our forces in a state of both belligerence and numerosity. Our forces were belligerent and numerous, is what I mean to say. Yes, I did just quote Morbo from Futurama. Get over it. You know what else you should get over? The wall! The Helheim Wall! Because some guy came up and built the ladder, despite not being told to. Not that I'm complaining. I knew that I had to prove myself as a warrior. It's not enough to just be a doctor in the Lannisters, you have to fight. And fight I did. I leapt over the wall in search of a kettle hat. Oh, there's one. I chased the man down, being aided. When I say being aided, I mean they killed him for me, by two fellow Lannisters. Now, Helheim's not a very good castle, alright? It has choke points which you can't really use as choke points. You can hack the doors down, and the walls aren't even that high, so the ladders aren't that steep. So on. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum. Not a good castle. So Tyrell fell relatively quickly as well, and after that we had no more enemies to fight, so we could not declare any more wars. What do we do now? Suppose we'll just go off. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed following House Lannister. I have been the Jumpad, and goodbye. Oh, and one more thing. The Lannisters send their regards.